Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you are new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. And if you are returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys and appreciate you so much. So today is going to be connecting with our inner child. I had a feeling that this reading needed to come out, and it seems like today is the day that it needed to come through. Today is a pick a pile reading, so we're gonna have two piles today. This will be pile number 1, and we'll go ahead and do a sound cleansing as well. Pile number 1. Pile number 2 is this one. Now I will have timestamps in the description box. As always, information, disclaimers, index will be down below. And I'll give a little bit more about each object in the reading. So let's go ahead and cleanse with some sound. Breathe. I'm going to use a little bit of singing bowl as well. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. If you chose, oh no. Well, if you have chosen pile number 1, this is a little flower that my niece made, and it's like a little, I don't know what to call this, tassel ribbon thing, and a little Crayola crayon. So it's this little flower, it's so cute, it's like it's sleeping. So if you picked pile number 1, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get started with, I'm gonna go ahead and move the decks. These are the decks that we will be using today. Let's get started with this one, and this is your object. Okay, we have 3 cards that stayed behind. The heart chakra in reverse. I don't think you'll be able to see it that much, but heart chakra in reverse. Then we have the crown chakra upright. and heal upright as well. So immediately what I'm seeing for some of you is that this part of this inner child within you, there's a lot of pain here, perhaps. A lot that needs to be healed, a lot that is still being bound to. But I feel like this is kind of, sometimes you have this mind over heart battle over things in your life, perhaps often. It's like a part of you is saying, do I go with what I feel the most drawn to intuitively, or do I go based on like what is the most reasonable, logical? What I'm seeing here is that some of you may have had experiences in your childhood that has perhaps opened you up to the realm of spirit. Perhaps you are someone who has always been gifted and who has always seen maybe past loved ones or certain energies, certain spirit guides, or different things like that. I feel like it's been perhaps a very scary ride for a lot of you. Perhaps some of you have downright just denied your gifts, and some of you have embraced them. What I'm seeing here is that some of you are reluctant to heal, and you feel bound to something in your life that has happened as a child. This is saying that it is time to heal. You are safe to heal. It is safe to connect with yourself. It is safe to forgive yourself. And just because you forgive, it's like if something has happened to you, this is about letting go. It does not make you who you are. It was a part of your life, and it cannot be changed. But you have arisen. You have risen above this situation. And some of you, it's time to let it go. And that does not mean that it is okay what happened. That does not mean that it is truly forgotten. That just means that you are giving yourself permission to take your power back and to move forward and to stop letting whatever this was get in your way. This is about you healing your heart and believing and trusting your intuition. Letting go of the pain, the trauma, the drama. And it's easier said than done. Perhaps some of you see 777 or 444 or 111 quite a bit. Underneath the deck, we have Love Abounds in reverse. I believe this is the Ace of Cups in this deck. Love abounds. And observe. There's this very heart-centered energy here. Heal your emotions. Work through what it is that you need to. It is time to heal. And it is time to move forward. Stop chasing love intentionally or unintentionally. It's time that you find love within yourself, that you trust yourself, and that you do what you need to do You do what you came here to do. You do what you feel called to do. Sometimes it may seem like the illogical explanation, or sometimes it may seem like a decision that may not be worth it in the end. It is a risk. But this risk could potentially open up your greatest life. It could be the beginning of something new and wonderful. Sometimes you have to let go of something that you really feel attached to. Positive or negative, it can bring upon us heavy emotions and lots of memories, and it can be very heavy. But it is necessary for us to process things and to move forward. Give to yourself what you need. And don't allow others to create imbalance in your life where they take all that you have to give. Find balance in your connections, your relationships, your workplace. If you are able to make a change and you feel drawn to make a change, make it, because now is the best time. If you are being led to some kind of decision and you really feel it deep within your heart, your body, your mind, your soul, your intuition is guiding you in that direction, even if you have fears, fears are a natural way for our ego to try to keep us safe. But a lot of times our fears are what cripple us and keep us bound and chained and keep us from evolving, transmuting, and becoming something new. Let's see. Let's go with a chakra card. Whoa. That was a lot of them. Let's see. We have, ooh. Wow. We have a third eye chakra and 2 crown chakra messages, and underneath the heart chakra, compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and those around me. I let go of anger. Sorry if you could hear that loud car. I have compassion for myself and those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. This is exactly the energy that we have been feeling here. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done better, differently, or things I could have done differently in the past. And I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. This is saying that despite what you've been through and despite how you could imagine doing, like replaying a memory and doing it differently, it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and you cannot change it. And it is a strength to acknowledge that what you did is what you had to do. You didn't know another way. But now you have moved past it. Now if the same situation happens, you may know how to handle it in a different, perhaps more evolved way. but it had to happen the way that it did for you to get to where you are. Okay? It also says, I'm compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. So what I'm seeing here is perhaps you're somebody who is a reader or a counselor or someone who works with other people, and this could be in a plethora of different ways. It does not have to be the same. What I'm seeing here is that you are a healer, and a part of your gift has come through all of the challenges and all the bullshit and all the things that you have been through. You are who you are today because of who you were. But you are not the same person. So it's okay to forgive yourself and to move forward. You could not have done things differently because you would have. The sixth chakra, third eye chakra, acknowledge spirit. I trust in a higher source, and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In the stillness, I listen for the wisdom inside, and I am open to the spirituality that is within and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. But what I'm getting here is, and it's beautiful that this is, even though these are crown chakra cards, this is saying your connection to the divine. This is reminding you that you are connected. Your intuitive hits are coming from source, from your higher self. This is how you know. Crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. I surrender all of my fears and burdens to a higher power. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power. I am worthy. So, what I'm seeing from this is not necessarily have to be you and thinking of like higher power. What I'm seeing from this is taking your power back and realizing that you have the grace within you, that you need to appreciate yourself and love yourself and see that spirit is within you and all around you as equals, because you are a part of it and it is of you. So this is about finding that balance and understanding that all things are connected. The next one is crown chakra, spiritual awareness. When my mind strays negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have the courage of my convictions. I continually pursue a clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I'm thinking the truth? And is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? So this is about catching yourself when you are feeling bound, when you feel like you do not have the power within you, when you feel the negativity dragging you down, pulling you down. This is reminding you of your power. This is reminding you to be grateful for who you are and what is around you. And if you can, and if you're able, then move away from what no longer serves you. It's not always easy, but it is a necessary part of your journey if you seek to take your power back and to move forward. Let's see. Your eyes, your heart sees more than you recognize. Oh, we have Happy Squirrel. Interesting. So this is a card that is unique to this deck. Happy Squirrel. And the Lovers in reverse underneath the deck. It's been difficult for you to find balance in situations, but it's important for you to work on connecting your heart and your mind and your intuition and going with what you really feel. Sometimes you may feel pulled in different directions, but it's time for you to listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to your gut feeling. So, Happy Squirrel. What we see from this is that happy times are ahead. Things may have been very difficult, and it's understandable. A lot of things are or have been very difficult around us in this world, in our communities, in our families, whatever the case is. This is reminding you that you have the seeds that you need to plant in order to create the future that you are intuitively guided to. You will be given what you need, but you have to take the time to plant the seeds and to tend to the seeds, to watch them grow and to tend to them as they grow. I'm seeing, this is random, but for someone in particular here, I'm seeing something about children. So of course this is a inner child reading, but I'm seeing, I don't know if you are a parent or if you are planning, or if there's something here with that, or adoption, surrogacy, whatever the case is. That is not going to be for everybody, but that is a message that I'm getting here. You will know when it is time because you will be ready. If you are not ready, then it is not time, and there is more that needs to be worked on, planned out, invested in, worked through, and healed. You will be ready when it is time, and not a moment sooner, not a moment later. So if you feel like you have been trying to manifest something and it has not been coming to fruition yet, it is because you are not focusing on the right thing. Or sometimes you do, because I feel like for some of you, this is the beginning of it. For others of you, you have been on this journey for quite some time. This is saying it comes in increments, in stages of readiness. If it has not come yet, then it's because you have not been truly prepared for it yet. Prepare yourself, take the time, build upon this, whatever it is, it makes you happy. You will know what it is because it genuinely makes you happy. You could be in a shitty mood before doing this, and then you do this and you feel at peace. You feel happy. You're able to help others, and it in turn helps you as well. It's this gratification that you feel doing something that is genuine to you, genuine to your heart, genuine to your soul. Okay. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Yes, I feel like this is kind of a reminder type of energy in regards to and then we have the Eight of Cups. A reminder energy of this heart over mind battle. This is of you stopping yourself. Your intuition guides you in a direction and you may doubt it, and this is about you overcoming this. Don't stay prisoner or stay stuck based on what was. You are not who you were. It's time to move towards this happiness. Stop torturing yourself over what happened. If you are genuinely remorseful and have done everything in your power to make things right, then that is what matters. It is time to move away, to move forward, to move on from a situation of your past that has kept you stuck. If you were told, and this may be triggering, but if you were told that you were not good enough, if you were told that you could not do or become, this is saying, fuck that. You can and you will. And you are on the course of that, the trajectory of this happening. But you have to let go. There are things that have to be let go of. All right, so let's go ahead and get one more card. Hidden fears. Okay. I'll just get these, but I'll briefly read into them. So we have hidden fears. We have cutting cords. We have resurrection. And we have inner unity. Under the deck, we have selfhood. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is this metamorphosis. It is necessary for you to cut the cords of whatever situation has happened in order for you to find the balance within yourself, to fight the fears that you have, to fight the past, to fight those chains, to remove those chains and the bondage that has been holding you back, in order for you to transform, in order for you to become, in order for you to blossom, to resurrect like the phoenix from the ashes, like a butterfly or moth from the cocoon. You are coming into the truth of who you are, and you're realizing that this past is not your truth. Perhaps it was at some point, but now you are feeling like it is not you. You have moved past it. It does not grasp you as much as it used to, because you have a better understanding that it is not who you are. You are someone with such a big, open, beautiful heart. You are someone who is so connected and emotionally intelligent and so deeply inspiring to people around you. Because of the things that you have gone through, you have become who you are today. And it is beautiful and empowering because you have been able to help others through some of the worst things, even if they never give you, credit where credit is due, even if they never thank you, even if you feel unrecognized or you feel like it doesn't matter. It does. It has, and it always will. Your energy is very powerful and very beautiful. Don't hide from yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and read this Hidden Fears card. Let's see. It says, bringing awareness to your fears will show their true purpose and help you find greater self-understanding and growth. Keywords: awareness, openness, self-preservation. When we look at our fears clearly, removing all the hidden demons, we can understand either their purpose or the purpose of the object or situation that is the source of our fear. Understanding that everything, even fear, has a place and purpose in this world, and there is a divine spark of consciousness in all things. This card represents the missing link or blind spot that needs to be addressed if you are to evolve. So the card is asking, what are you actually scared of? When you bring all those vague and hidden fears into the open, you'll discover their origins and be able to examine if they serve any purpose in self-preservation if brought into the light. Heart practice. Once you have identified your fears, visualize them as a gray web of dust in your brow or navel. Now visualize rose pink or emerald green light from your heart, flooding the entire system while breathing deeply. The color in and the gray out. If your fears are pressing, write them down on a paper and burn them. You may be surprised how liberated you feel after this exercise. So definitely this is a visualization that you want to do. You can write down your fears and take a moment to think about them. Burn it and feel all of those fears vanishing. Visualize yourself facing those fears and overcoming each and every single one. This is you facing it head on. You have the courage, the wisdom, the power within you. But this is something that must be done in order to move forward. Okay? So thank you so much, Pal One, for watching this reading. I hope that it brought some clarity and perspective into your situation. And if you're interested in a private reading, I am available. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any recommendations for videos or things that you'd like to see, whether tarot related, spiritual thing, or fashion thing, then go ahead and let me know. All right, so thank you so much. I hope that this brought some peace and clarity to your situation. Don't forget to work on your heart. And then I heard a song, listen to your heart. Okay? If you feel called to, please consider sharing this with someone who may need to watch it. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this little handmade maraca or shaker, then this pile is for you. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so a little backstory of this. This is, as you can tell, a little handmade shaker from a second cousin of mine when she was back in elementary school. I think she made it for my mom, and then I asked my mom if I could have it, or something of that sort. But that is how I have acquired this, and I love it, and I'm grateful to have it. So it reminds me of her and back when she was younger. We see a butterfly here, so I can definitely see something is transforming in your life, and the fact that this can make sound, I'm seeing that you are trying to shake away stagnant energies that are perhaps keeping you from elevating or from expanding, evolving, transforming. If you felt drawn to pile 1 as well, then you may want to consider watching it. But let's move forward, shall we? Ooh. We have the 5 of feeling alone. Feeling alone, number 5. This is, I believe, Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, root chakra, 5 of Pentacles. Some of you have really felt lost on your path, on your journey. Some of you may have been left behind, left alone. I feel like this may be for a select few of you, but maybe this is like your parents divorced each other, or perhaps you were like orphaned. That will not be for everyone, but there's this feeling here of being misunderstood, of feeling deprived of your basic needs. I'm seeing like a homelessness, like running away, or just really, I'm sensing a lot of struggle and strife growing up. And perhaps this could have been an energy that your parents were going through as well. Maybe now as an adult you can see that this is what was going on, that they never maybe communicated with you, and as a child, like, you would see them stressing and you didn't understand. But as an adult, you see that they had less than they would show. Perhaps they would minimize the severity of their issues to make you not worry, or so that people around them wouldn't question anything. sorry for what you have gone through and this feeling of being alone. I feel some of you are more, feel like a nomadic spirit. Even if you're not literally, like your spirit never feels rested, if it is stagnant, if it is in one place. We have strengthening bonds. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It's been a really long and solitary path for you, even if you've had people around you, even if your family did not divorce or leave you or whatever the case is here. You always felt like an outsider, an outcast, like an alien, or like something that people just don't understand. I'm feeling like starseed energy. There's also this feeling here of once you make a decision and you move forward from something, I feel like you are not the sort to really hinder on looking back so much. And I feel like this may have become a defense mechanism. Or this is something that you have learned, perhaps you've already learned to let go. Perhaps you've already learned that the past is the past, and dwelling on it is only going to keep you stuck. I feel like as where pile 1 was more like the opposite of this in a way, I feel like you... So many loud sounds. I feel like you have already accepted and moved forward from the past for some of you. And for others of you, this may be, again, like a defense mechanism to where you are ignoring something from your past. So for some of you, this is being like in positive ways, and for others of you, this is like in negative ways, where you may be denying something, or you have accepted something that others may still be in denial about. I'm seeing like different a variety of different people, like in these different types of energies. Win or lose. And here we have trust in reverse. Okay, so win or lose, this is the 5 of Swords in reverse. So we have 5s here. Maybe you see 555 quite a bit, or 111, 1515, 5151, something of that sort. Win or lose, it's like for some of you, despite what you're going through, despite what you've gone through, you acknowledge, and perhaps you already see that despite what has happened, that you are capable of moving forward. So I feel for some of you as well, although this is like not truly coming from a place where you trust yourself and your intuition. For some of you, this is not a trusting kind of move forward. This is like a defense mechanism moving forward. So some of you still need to heal, and this defense mechanism has helped you detach from certain people, places, and things in your life, but it has not helped you go within to seek that information, to heal it, so that you can truly move forward. It's the kind of energy that's like, even if you try not to think about something, it's like nagging at you at the back of your mind. Like you can see it from the corner of your eye. You look and then it's not there. For some of you, I just got another energy here in regards to that. You may be not trusting your intuition because this aspect came on pile 1 too, but perhaps you are very psychically gifted and you're not trusting yourself. Definitely, if you feel called to that message, watch pile 1. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and know that you are very powerful. You're somebody who, despite whether you win or lose, you take everything in stride, even if you don't know where you're going. Even if you don't trust where you're going, or whatever the case is, you know that you just need to go. Definitely this nomadic energy is coming back to our awareness. Continue to be honest with yourself about these situations. If you have bottled things up, emotions or past memories or traumas and things like that, it is time to open the can, to open the bottle, and to face it in order to move forward, to heal it. Excuse me. Because it's not doing anything else than holding you back. Okay? So, let's see. We have self-confidence and one with all. This is, I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others, as this gives me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power, and I am open to new challenges. So even if you don't necessarily believe like higher power or whatever, this is about you trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, trusting that where you are heading is in the right direction. But you have to be sure that you are aware of your intentions and your reasoning. Don't be afraid to question yourself. Are you doing this out of fear and out of spite? Or are you doing it because you are healed and you're ready? So we have one with all. It says, I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this, and I know that it flows through all. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source, and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. So I'm seeing this like it's catching my eye, this light flickering. I feel like some of you didn't like hearing that. You're like, no, we are not all the same. We are not all one. Some of you have really been through some of the worst things that has really pushed you away from that connecting to source. Okay? I am aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life. My responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. This is about taking choices, thinking choices through. Some of you are quick to choose, what is it called? Like just very quick to do something without really thinking it through. But I can see how this can hinder you sometimes, or maybe it has put you in situations where you have not experienced the best things. So we have here abundance, sacral chakra. It says, I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of everything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I'm open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Definitely don't be afraid to ask for help, and know that wherever you're going, that you will be provided for. Spirit has been helping you, and even if it feels like that's not the case, there have been people put in your life that maybe you can't even explain it. It just so happened, like synchronistically, or just like really felt very magical how you met certain people, and these people were put in your life on purpose. Okay, so let's continue. Six of Wands in reverse. Some of you are really afraid that you're not going to I was gonna say not going to quite make it with what it is that you want, or that you have not been recognized. And I think this is a part of you feeling misunderstood, feeling like you don't belong here. You may feel like an outsider, an outcast, and perhaps it's been really hard for you to balance. Some of you feel like you have to over-defend yourself, or like maybe you're very empathic and you just really, other people's energy just really latches onto you. And it's been hard for you to kind of defend yourself or like create healthy boundaries. I feel like some of you are quick to leave a situation before discussing it and creating healthy boundaries. Some of you may be afraid as to what your reputation is, maybe at work or at school or at home, or whatever the case is. Some of you may be overthinkers in certain ways, so you're not quick to move away from something, but perhaps for some of you, like, it lingers and it bothers you. I feel like that's not going to be for everybody. Definitely, if you are feeling, or if you have felt called or connected to a certain like starseed family or a certain thing like that, or akin to dragons, or whatever the case is, you feel deeply connected with something, then do the research and connect with that energy, because there are answers that you will come to. We have the Two of Pentacles upright. It's beautiful. And we have Judgment upright as well. So Speaking of dragons, I feel like this is really confirmation if you feel connected to the Fae or dragons or something. Also, for some of you, this is bringing back to our awareness this kind of fear or unease when it comes to other people's judgments or what you think of yourself. Sometimes you push yourself away. And perhaps this is a lot of times. I feel like a self-defense mechanism of yours is like, for example, if you're the type of person to always dump your partner before they dump you kind of thing. Like, I'd rather have the last word. I'd rather be the one to have the power to do that. But it's not genuinely a part of what you feel. I feel like a lot of times it's this fear of something occurring. So perhaps a lot of times in your life, it feels like you have created your own circumstances. I heard negative self-talk and manifesting on what you don't want. I forget what that's called. Okay. What this is saying here is you can make a decision at any point to like work on these things, to find balance with the elements, the people, the places, the things around you. You're not perfect, nor is anybody else around you. But sometimes the answer is not to give up so quickly. Some things are worth fighting for. And remember that if you want someone to fight for you, it's a mutual feeling. Don't be so quick to give up on people that you care about, because then it will seem like you don't care. Maybe your fear of other people's judgment is because you did something without really thinking it through, and perhaps you regret it, but you haven't been able to really make amends of this. And perhaps in certain situations it may be too late. Just know if you are capable, it's never truly too late. But people do grow and they end up moving along with life as well. So in certain regards, yes, things may be too late. But it's never too late to speak your truth. This may be triggering, but if this is with someone who has passed, you can still speak this truth to their soul. I'm seeing someone at a grave speaking to someone to their gravestone. But this will be very cathartic. Or someone who is, I'm seeing someone who's been hospitalized, but I'm seeing like coma. You can still speak your truth. Okay, that is very very significant for someone, very like not for everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick the last card or cards. We have the attraction, and we have some other ones. Let's see. Underneath is guardian spirit. And we have these that came out in reverse, but dance into light and invitation. So this is beautiful. So some of you are being initiated to a certain path. Some of you maybe have felt connected to a certain spirit guide and have doubted this invitation? Excuse me, some of you have felt guided to a certain path. And it's time for you to appreciate and take the invitation. You have a guardian spirit. This could be a spirit guide or a god, a goddess, or whatever you work with, trying to help you heal through all of this, to help you see the truth, and to help you work on conveying the truth that you feel. Perhaps your mind may be very convoluted and complex and very overthinking, and others of you, maybe your mind is very logical and simple, very clear. I feel like this happens sometimes, that you feel like perhaps you can hear your spirit guides or your ancestors communicating with you, and other times you just doubt it. You're afraid to dance in the light or in the dark. We need to dance with both sides of ourselves to find true balance. You have been invited to sit with yourself and feel and be and experience. I think I'm gonna go ahead and read the attraction card. Let's see. We have the attraction. It says, it can be easy to be drawn down a tempting pathway. Make sure it serves your highest intentions and needs. Keywords: focus, magnetism, and diversion. We are guided upward into the temple in the higher realms. This temple has a hypnotic pulse that draws us in. The attraction is like a device sending out a signal that we are powerless to resist and soon find ourselves within its realm. There might be many reasons why we experience attraction other than those we project onto a situation, such as escapism. That's kind of a word that really expresses this kind of feeling that we felt earlier. Let's see. And it is easy to become distracted by tempting pathways. But if we focus on the higher octave of the attraction, we will get closer to the source, reason, and meaning. This card tells you to focus on what you find attractive and want rather than what you don't. This is again focusing on your thoughts, making sure that they're not self-defeating. When you do this, you will find this temple holds a frequency of atom-binding magnetic force, drawing in power and light from all directions. Heart practice. How easily do you attention, excuse me? And what are the qualities that draw you in? If you're considering a new path, does it meet your authentic needs, or is it just a diversion, distracting you from your highest intentions? See yourself as a magnetic attracting, or magnet attracting only what you need most. So interesting. This actually quite clarifies the energies that we were talking about here. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that this message has brought some clarity and perspective into your situation. If you are interested in a private reading, please let me know. Any questions, comments, or concerns that you may have, feel free to leave a comment. And if this really helped you out, please consider sending it to anybody who you feel needs to hear it the most. Okay. If any of it did resonate, I would love to hear if it has helped you in any way. So feel free to comment if you feel that it has. All right. But thank you, Pile 2, for joining us today. I hope this message brought some clarity and perspective to your situation. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.